night has forever been revealed to the entire world, let's talk about Space Channel 5, a game created by Sega which proves you don't need drugs to be on drugs. It was originally created for the Dreamcast, and, well, the version I have is for PS2, and it also comes with Episode 2, so I'm assuming it was either ported over or I accidentally ended up with the European version. I'm going to go with the ported over, but yeah. So yeah, let's talk about the game itself. Okay, the year is about 2500-ish, maybe, possibly. And you play as Ulala, who represents Space Channel 5. Aside from that, there is a plot, but the game doesn't seem to take it too seriously, so I never really got invested in it. I mean, I know there's Space Police and Space Rivals and Aliens from space, but you never saw that one coming. And yeah. Second game, well, this one's better. It has Space Pirates under the names of the Rhythm Rogues. Although the first game also had pirates, but they weren't nearly as awesome because they weren't known as the Rhythm Rogues. But then it turns out that one of the Rhythm Rogues is actually a space pirate. And there's also a space bad guy with perhaps the laziest cutscenes I've ever seen in a video game ever. Seriously, they just use the same cutscene every time for this guy. That's lazy. But yeah, you beat him and that's it. You fight aliens again in the Rhythm Rogues, and yeah. The plot doesn't seem to concern itself too much with the game. So let's talk about the gameplay. If you've ever played DDR, it's pretty much that on a controller with 2 extra buttons mixed in. It's kind of fun. I mean, yeah, the music really suits the game, but there are problems with it. For starters, it can get old really quick. I mean, that's not saying the game's bad, but after the first playthrough, there's really not much incentive to go through and play again, because there's not going to be any differences. And you can't skip levels, at least to my knowledge, I wasn't able to. But yeah, I can't skip levels, so if there's one you really liked, you can't just go and play it whenever you want, you have to go through the whole game. Although you could make save files of each one. But yeah, with better games out there like Hatsune Miku gave up Project. What's another one that's good? DDR, Guitar Hero. Yeah, what's the reason to play this? Space Michael. They have Michael Jackson in space. I'm sorry if I sound weird at this, but it's Space Michael. How is that bad? It's Space Michael. Michael Jackson is in space. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Aside from the music, odd character models, and Space Michael, there's really not much reason to play this. Aside from that, apparently at one point this game got in a lawsuit with Lady Miss Kier, I think that's how you pronounce it. Although she lost, and eventually ended up making music for a later version, but yeah. I know this review might seem quick, but that's about as much time as I really spent on playing these games. They're pretty fast to get through, and they're kinda cheap to come across if you know where. I mean, heck, they're on Steam now, so in the end, if you want to play them, you probably won't play them again unless you just like goofy things. So, yeah, that's Space Channel 5. Play it on the original console if you can find it. Play it on Steam if you don't feel like getting the original